Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to today's Missable or Unmissable Smackdown review. Yeah, this is brand new. We're going to have a look at last night's Smackdown and see if it was missable or unmissable. Obviously it is the first show of 2025 and it didn't disappoint. First SmackDown, what was 3 hours? I can't remember the last time, or if ever, there has been a SmackDown or 3 hours. So it was quite impressive. The only thing that I think that really was a downer for us in the UK is the amount of ads, the amount of ad breaks. I forgot all about that from the days of Monday Night Raw being 3 hours. Yeah, it was getting a little bit grating at times. But plus we were on YouTube as well here in the UK, so we were just getting a test card. What we're saying, thank you for watching. We're at a commercial break. You know what I mean? It was pretty annoying at times. Hopefully, when we move to Netflix, this gets sorted out and we don't have these little issues. But yeah, it is what it is. For a one-off on YouTube, it was okay. We was happily in sync with the Americans, which seemed to be an issue with the NXT YouTube uh, episode. So without further ado, we are going to have a look, and not going to do it in any particular order, just in the order of what I thought was the top bits of the show and what were the worst bits of the show. Obviously, we're looking to see if this is missable or unmissable. So, obviously, one of the unmissable segments of the show was Paul Heyman's promo. This was class. Paul Heyman really hyping up Monday night on Netflix for that tribal combat match. Obviously, he is the advocate or the wise man to Roman Reigns. Obviously, Roman wasn't there at all, so Paul Heyman was pretty much doing all the legwork as per usual. But yeah, he really sold us this match and the importance of why he was behind his original wise man. And yeah, we got an explanation that Roman and Paul Heyman were working with Solo for him to be the next in line. But but Solo literally took this a little bit too in hand and decided that he wasn't going to wait for Roman to retire, that he was just going to get it, and take it for himself after WrestleMania 40. Yeah, which Paul Heyman did say that he stole it, that he stole the Ula Fala. So, this was interesting. It would bring out Solo, of course. And then we got the best line of the night. This was the classic line of the night for me. And it was, I'm 10 seconds away from pissing my pants. For that to just come out in a WWE program in 2025 is amazing. It is already the statement of the year. This was cool. Obviously, he was referring back to when the last time he was in the ring with Solo, and obviously Jacob Fatu, Tongaloa, Tamatonga all came out and planted him through an announce table. So yeah, obviously Paul Heyman was fearing for his life at this exact moment, but it didn't go that way. But what we got was that Solo made a couple of demands that he said, yeah, it's okay. You can put the Ula Fala over the neck of Roman Reigns. And I will acknowledge him if he beats me. But if I beat him, I want you to put the Ula Fala around my neck. And I want you to become my wise man. So there's a little bit more at stake here than just the Ula Fala. Paul Heyman is at stake. Yeah, Roman Reigns could end up with no Ula Fala and no Paul Heyman. This is very, very interesting. I absolutely love this segment. This is probably what saved the show a little bit for me. Up until this point, it was a bit all over the place. But obviously, we're going to talk about what is the major talking point from SmackDown. And I can't leave it out any further because it is literally the best thing on the show and saved it for me. And that is the Naomi Nia Jax match for the Women's WWE Championship. The match was okay. Naomi was so close on so many occasions. It's a lot of people are upset that Naomi hasn't got her flowers yet. I mean, it's been over 6 years since her last solo championship in WWE. And she came so close. A lot of people are going, why has she come back from TNA just to be treated like this? But I'm sure she will get her flowers. She is tag team champion, by the way, with Wonder Woman. So she's not doing too bad. So, yeah, obviously this match, it was okay. It was good. Lots of interference, of course. Bianca and Candice LeRae getting into the mix. But it wasn't until we heard that fatal music of Tiffy time. Yes, Tiffany Stratton would come down with a referee to tease at this point a cash in. And it actually looked like she was going to cash in. But she pushed the referee over the barricade, which I thought was bizarre. It's like, you've dragged the referee down to ringside just to throw him over the barricade. What? And she then proceeded and attacked Naomi with the briefcase, which would allow, obviously, then Nia to get the advantage. But it wouldn't be long before we got the main swerve. Yes, I think Nia was on the ring, on the turnbuckles ring posts, and then then Tiffany grabbed the briefcase again and welted her with it, and then got rid of Candice LeRae, and then we got the cash in. But that wasn't until Bianca had hit her finisher on Nia Jax as well. So yeah, no title for Naomi, but we did get a cash in. It did actually happen. It was like a double swerve, or maybe even a triple swerve. I don't know. There was that many swerves. I thought that Swerve Strickland had come back to WWE. But anyway, one thing is absolutely abundantly clear: is Tiffany Stratton is your new WWE female champion. That is clear as a day. It's Tiffy time! So congratulations to Tiffany Stratton. What a way to start 2025. A title change, a cash in of absolutely amazing moment. Tiffany Stratton, I think now it's got a bit of a baby face vibe. I feel like we will be doing a bit of much a face turn with her now because the crowd went absolutely bonkers for her to win. And of course, we've got Charlotte coming back on the horizon, and a possible showdown between Tiffany and Charlotte Flair for the championship at WrestleMania 41 seems to be definitely on the cards. So very interesting indeed. So yeah, they are the positives that highlights the main part of the show, and I will get to the score at the end. But there was quite a few negatives. I don't think this one was a negative though. The ring canvas was extremely blue. I mean, it's normally blue, but not this extreme. I don't know what the reasoning behind this is, or is this going to be a regular thing going forward? But yeah, it was certainly very noticeable. Yeah, so that's something to keep an eye out on for recent weeks. There was the opening segment as well. I felt like the show started off very confusing. Yeah, we started off with Cody Rhodes. And obviously he cut a promo about Kevin Owens and the ladder match. You know, it was pretty standard stuff. But then Drew came out, which, like, what's Drew doing here? Obviously, Drew has been transferred over, or as we are believed to be transferred over from Raw to SmackDown. Not quite yet, because obviously Drew McIntyre will be on Raw next week against Jey Uso. But yeah, he came down to the ring, and out of nowhere, and it wasn't even a Claymore out of nowhere, it was a hug. And it just, like, what the hell? What have we missed here? where did this come from? It didn't just look awkward. It just was met with absolute silence. The crowd wasn't sure how to react because Drew normally comes down, hits you with a claymore, and that's about it. So what was this about? And yeah, we kind of got like, I respect you, Cody. We were tag team partners in the past, but I really need you to watch your back. And he said this a couple of times. It was only until the end of the promo when Drew left the ring after Cody had said, "Look, I don't trust you. I know why you're here. You're here for my championship. Why are we going round the houses when we can just go down the main street?" But yeah, Drew then just said, "Look, Cody, I just want you to watch your back." And yeah, that was clear as day when Kevin Owens came from behind and attacked Cody, and then we just had the melee in the ring like we did like last week. So yeah, pretty much we're still building to that match at Royal Rumble, which is good, obviously. But then we've just got this little tease from Drew McIntyre, who's just letting people know, the people what were involved in the Bloodline storyline, like Cody, obviously teaming with Roman at Bad Blood, meaning that, you are on my radar. It felt like mind games by Drew McIntyre, mainly. That's what I took home from it. But it was a little bit confusing and left people just like thinking, what the hell have they just watched? So yeah, it was a bit weird, a weird opening to the show. The other, probably the negatives, were the matches on the show. I mean, we had two really good matches, but ruined by really bad finishes, I think. And that DIY Motor City Machine Guns was a good match, and the Motor City Machine Guns was literally seconds away from becoming tag team champions again, only for it to be interrupted by a brawling Legado del Fantasma and Pretty Deadly. I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know if I like that finish. It looked a bit, a bit meh. Obviously, they're going to do these kind of matches at a PLE or later down the line. Obviously, the Tiffany Stratton storyline title change was the main title change. Probably Motor City Machine Guns winning the tag team titles back might have marred that a little bit. But yeah, it just felt a bit weird. And it was same with the Andrade Nakamura match. That was banging. That was a really cool match. And then LA Knight got involved. And yeah, it's just weird that we had two pretty good matches only for them to be interrupted by other people, which I wasn't too stuck on, I've got to admit. I mean, the matches were perfectly fine as themselves. They didn't really need the run-ins and interference and this, that, and other. I felt like that was a current on the show. Meechin did beat Piper Niven, which I thought was pretty cool. It was a good show for 3 hours. I feel like there's a little bit of pacing, what needs to be worked at. Obviously, the annoying thing for us here in the UK was the amount of ads. And it's just because we were watching on YouTube and they don't really do advertisements. Well, not the way that probably Netflix will. I mean, Netflix will find a way to cover them couple of minutes, I'm sure, when it comes to SmackDown and NXT. I mean, obviously, Netflix own Raw, so that should not be an issue at all. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. But yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed SmackDown. I think the backstage segments and in-ring segments saved the show. Obviously, Tiffany Stratton would becoming the new women's champion pretty much saved it for me. I've said in the past that I don't, with a major title change, I'd give it an 8. But because the rest of the show wasn't at that par, I have to give it only a 7.75. But just in case you hadn't realised, that means that it was Unmissable. Yeah, exactly that. Unmissable. It was unmissable. So yes, hopefully you enjoyed this new review. Let me know what you thought of SmackDown last night in the comment section below. And yeah, obviously we'll be doing this again after Monday Night Raw. and after NXT. Next week. So yeah, obviously Monday Night Raw on Netflix. It's going to be huge. It's going to be epic. It's going to be unmissable. So make sure that you're there for that. We are live. We'll start a good hour before that show starts and might be sticking around for the post show. Not sure yet. It just depends on how the show goes, to be honest. So yeah, make sure that you're available for that. There is going to be a live stream on Sunday. Birthday live stream. So make sure that you're around for that. I don't quite know what we're doing on that yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out in time for that show. So make sure you're around for that as well. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Till the next time. Bye for now.